What's up, Dace Tagular Nation? Welcome to our edition of the Dace Man Show. I'm your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and joining me as always, Gibby.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Back behind producer's desk, Frank Ward.
Hello.
And Cheever.
Hello.
No outburst this week?
No outburst this week.
And never. Usually he's the unpredictable one, but I'm no clue what you're going to do each week.
You never know. I don't even know what I do from minute to minute.
Always keep them guessing.
So we're going to kick this show off with a little bit of Star Wars Celebration news.
Woo!
So Star Wars Celebration took place over in London because they didn't want to make Ian McDiarmid travel anymore because he's super fucking old. But they did the celebration and they announced a whole bunch of shit. First and foremost, the Bad Batch will be coming to an end in 2024 with the final season that will wrap up that story of what happens to the clones after the fucking Imperial forces took over.
Well, you know what? Wrecker's gotta live, and...
Well, Wrecker live?
Did you finish it?
No.
Never mind. Let's put it this way. They started making the continuity adjustments. So, the Bad Batch...
I'm trying to remember, because wasn't Wrecker in the, what the hell it was on that planet?
He's there, and so is
I can't
Hunter.
remember the Hunter, yeah.
So, let's just say that the one that you know's not going to be there, they resolved that.
The girl?
No, not the girl. The other one. What the fuck's his name? Tech.
Yeah, I seen that. Oh, wait, was that it? I didn't realize if another one came out or not.
No, there was another one. Actually, that might have been the last one.
The last one I seen, yes. Tech,
Yeah.
Tech
bit the dust.
no more, yeah.
So
that was weird because did they, or am I going crazy? Or I don't know, because I was watching. Did they release both of those at simultaneous? Yep. Okay, all right. I went in and was like, why is there 2 episodes? I don't know. I'm
the
like
mid-season point
head.
did 2, and then the finale did 2.
Oh, so that was the finale. Okay. Yeah. So then yes, I am caught up.
Okay.
Because another one released. It's supposed to release tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Mando. Mando's got 2 episodes left. The other animated series, Tales of the Jedi, will return for season 2 in 2024.
Woo!
Assuming they're going to follow Ahsoka and maybe Luke?
They only had,
Or Ezra?
6 episodes last time?
6,
Yeah.
and 3 went to Ahsoka, 3 went to Dooku.
Dooku, yeah.
And
Maybe they just followed Dooku.
Well, they followed him up to when he turned.
Yeah.
So I assume he's not going to get another crack at it. You may get some Obi-Wan stories that are happening between episode 3 and 4.
It would be kind of nice.
that?
I don't know if they'll do. If they start going more on the dark side, you can do Darth Vader.
Well, it's Tales of the Jedi. If they did a Tales of the Sith,
Okay.
that'd be pretty cool.
All
Get
right,
some
because
early Emperor Palpatine shit.
And then I was gonna say my next one would be really nice to do is like do a much better origin story for General Grievous.
That would be nice
Again,
as well.
I'm just going to the dark side, guy.
Well, you could because his first hunt of the first Jedi.
Yeah.
You know
his
what was
first
interesting?
encounter.
Or even Darth Maul would be kind of cool.
Jimmy,
Like
well,
what happened after,
Clone Wars kind of covered most of his shit.
or even before.
If you cover the before Phantom Menace,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Most of his what happened after Phantom Menace, he was
yeah,
a
but it was
prime
kind of
focus.
just was like a weird. I don't know.
He got picked up by the trash, dropped off on a planet, and built spider legs.
I know, that's what I mean. It's just like,
But was crazy. You couldn't fucking talk to him. It was crazy, but he built spider legs.
yeah. I did like his end though.
I'd be interested in maybe a Luke post Return of the Jedi, like get out of the Clone War era a bit with these cartoons. Kenobi would be cool, but at the same time, I want you to reserve for Kenobi for like live action stuff.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they still haven't announced the second season of that yet, have they?
No, he's still lobbying for it. At the celebration, he brought it up again that he would absolutely love to do another season. And then basically, there's nothing in
In works.
the works right now.
I thought that
there's
was a
also
really good series.
Another one that came out of something that was announced but not in the works. That Rian Johnson trilogy we thought was going to be fucked. The guy who directed The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
It's still on the books.
Yeah, but they're not shooting anything.
He's just busy and hasn't written anything yet.
Yeah.
So they're still going to allocate a budget to him to do something at some point.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully not.
More-
Hopefully fucking not.
More news that came out
I'll
of that.
tell you right now, I would not be watching that series.
More, but do you watch Knives Out and
What was that?
Glass Onion? Did you watch Knives Out and Glass Onion?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The what the hell's his name? Daniel Craig's detective movie things.
No.
The guy who played James Bond did like a
I
detective.
know he is, but no.
Okay, never mind. Those weren't bad.
They were fantastic.
I honestly think if you gave him a trilogy and let him pull out the story from start to finish and didn't have him get like, hey, you got the middle part of this trilogy, good luck, he'd make a decent movie. I really do think that the irritating thing about the sequel is just the inconsistency and poor project management. you deal with Disney and Kevin Feige, who knows what the fuck was happening.
I think it started
for
out
10 years.
okay. It's just unfortunate it was a carbon copy repeat of episode 4.
Yeah, but then he didn't come back to do the second one. So Ryan had to pick it up and just do whatever he wanted.
That was so fun.
Not knowing what the guy who was doing the finale was doing. That was just dumb as hell. They should have said, hey, all 3 of you get in a room and write the fucking story start to finish. And then direct it as you see fit. Or had a writer do all fucking 3.
Yeah.
But they did announce 3 new movies, so Star Wars will be returning to the big screen at some point. The first movie they announced is going to take place 25,000 years
Before
the Phantom Menace.
the Old Republic.
Did they officially scrap the
Taika?
Rise of Skywalker and those movies? Are those
No, and that's going to be discussed in a few seconds.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So, the first movie they announced was 25,000 years before Phantom Menace, which is going to explore the first Jedi, more or less. So, it's going to be directed by James Mangold, who did Logan, and also has just wrapped up doing Indy 5.
First Jedi and first Sith.
Essentially. It's the establishment of that dynamic. The second movie they announced is Dave Filoni is going to make his directorial big screen debut, where he ties together The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and all the series he's got going into one feature film, which I assume will.
How?
I assume it's going to be the culmination of Thrawn. That's my guess, because right now you got The Mandalorian pretty much exploring the whole Bo-Katan thing, and then
Bo-Katan / Mandalorian.
Yeah. One other thing that came out of Star Wars Celebration, it was a trailer of Ahsoka, which brings back all of the Rebels characters. Zeb was introduced in The Mandalorian in a past episode. They showed him in live action. And then the other 4, Chopper, Syndulla, Sabine, and Ezra, were all shown in the Ahsoka trailer. That's all merging into a movie. And then the third movie will take place 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker, as the new Jedi Order is established with Jedi Master Rey.
Boo.
What?
Right? Boo. We don't like this. Boo.
And they brought her out on stage, and she got a good round of applause. So,
Boo. We don't like this, right? Boo.
I honestly don't know. It's a woman director I've never heard of.
Oh, Gibby definitely don't like this. Boo.
And woman director and Rey were both introduced by Kathleen Kennedy. So
Gibby really don't like boo.
That's not starting out good if she's the one bringing her
it
out.
depends. The way they pitched it is Rey is establishing a new Jedi Order and will deal with the consequences that rise against that. So probably what they should have fucking did with Luke, they're gonna do with Rey.
Well, be interesting. She has yet to have a challenge. We'll see if she has any challenges in this movie.
Luke didn't really have a challenge either.
He lost his arm.
In the
Or his
second
hand.
movie.
Yeah, but that was his. He was at the pit of despair at the end of the second movie.
He had Yoda riding his ass for half a movie. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
He didn't do much.
What?
Luke couldn't physically get on Daisy's back, so he just whipped the shit out of her with that fucking bamboo stick or whatever the fuck it was. Do you feel the force? Whack! No, you don't.
Well, he only gave what, 2 lessons?
Yoda didn't give Luke many before he ran off to Cloud City.
Luke just got one lesson.
Well, no,
Hey,
Which was
listen.
go into this dark cave.
Carry me around so I could do some
Well.
errands and then go in that cave and see yourself.
I mean, I would argue because they left the one planet and then he flew to the other planet and the base was already fully set up, etc. That a lot more time passed between.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
But who
than what you
trained him
realize.
during 4 and 5? He didn't go see Yoda until after 5 started. And Obi-Wan was a ghost who apparently didn't show up until Luke was half frozen.
It's a good question. The problem is, you're right. You don't know how long he actually stayed with Yoda.
They're the same character. You just don't like the one because it's a woman.
Well, I just don't like her whole story arc was just pathetic in my opinion.
The story arc. Well, we could both agree that the story arc was just terrible because they didn't make
And
a
it
story
wasn't
arc.
just her. Like
It was like a story
almost
zigzag.
all of the characters in there made no fucking sense.
Well, then they abandoned half the storylines in that last
That's what
one.
I mean.
'cause
They
It
said
it
fuck
made,
Rose.
It made no sense.
Like they created a character in the 8th one and said, we're not going to use it in the 9th one.
That would
It's
make no
substitute
sense to
for
me.
new characters that fall in love with Finn.
Finn had the same story arc in all 3 fucking movies.
And Lando
It made no
Calrissian
sense.
pretty much had the same role he had in Scrubs, where he walked through the hospital and just kept pointing and smiling in Rise of Skywalker. That was just a shit.
Yeah. Like,
it was a
all
shit
their
project
story
management.
arcs, yeah, it just made no sense to me. And it was just very...
They're like, hey, you want to be on Star Wars? Hey, you want to be on Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
think about
you
it.
want to be on Star Wars?
James Gunn got to see Guardians from Volume 1 to Volume 3 and had input on anything else they did. Like, they would ask him input of, like, what would these characters do? Kathleen Kennedy said, you make a movie, you make a movie, you make a movie, these are your characters, don't talk to each other. And that's why we got shit.
I mean, that's more of my issue, because I don't have no issues with her being a woman. It doesn't drive me, like, because I like
just doesn't
Rogue
help.
One. Rogue One is primarily a female.
She dies, though.
Okay. What do you fucking do? Holy shit. What do you fucking do?
I only like them if they do the ultimate sacrifice. That's it. You live, fuck off. Kylo had to die?
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting the internet got
Like-
an uproar that they wanted Kylo Ren to come back. Like, all the fans of Adam Driver. That'd be cool, but, like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he had probably the best arc in that series, and it was still a fucking very bad arc.
It was
like,
an
if
emo
you
kid.
actually, yeah, but I mean, like, he had the best arc. Like, you could actually somewhat see progression throughout his character.
Yeah.
Unlike every other character in there, he like had the best arc, but it was still pretty fucking bad.
The only thing I didn't like was his full tilt into the evil at the end of Last Jedi. Like, I get why he did it, but at the
But
same
again,
time, it's like...
sort of following the whole Luke thing, but in reverse, because that was Luke's lowest point was that, and then that was his lowest point, and then they had the big turnover.
Yeah, at the end.
In the next one, it's like it's kind of weird that he followed that arc and not Rey,
You're not wrong.
but it's you know,
It's probably so people would be like, oh, you just wrote the same thing again.
well, yeah.
We'll make the bad guy do it. But she's back, and somehow it's going to try to look 15 years older, even though her face doesn't look like it'll ever age. I don't know if they're going to bring back Poe, Finn,
Poe was another one that had a
technically
fucking
Leia and
horrible
Lando.
story
Oh, no,
arc.
they'll probably just kill them. Because at that point, it's 15 years removed after 30 years from Return of the Jedi, so if they're still alive, well, if Lando's still alive, Jesus
Lando
Christ.
would be a pro. Yeah, he's but Finn should still be
Fine.
fine. I mean, he's gonna be older. He probably in like his
Chewbacca?
50s. Well, you don't know how they age, so he
Yeah.
can still be there.
He didn't have much gray hair. He had a little bit of gray hair. He might be 30 in our terms.
I mean, Yoda lived fucking 900 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't even know what that race is, though.
Yeah, I know. But
Maybe
you don't know.
Grogu will show the fuck up.
Grogu could show the fuck up, actually. Yeah.
That would be fantastic. And it'll be interesting to see if Ahsoka's dead or not.
Yeah.
Because they did the whole Force talking to Rey thing at the end
Well,
of
it would
Revival.
actually make a lot more sense if she's in there, sort of guiding Rey, because she would have been. She's probably one of the last few people was actually trained in the Jedi way that actually understand it.
Yeah.
Granted,
And-
she's a
yeah.
gray Jedi at this point, but she at least
Well,
understands
that
At this
trailer,
point-
the text, etc.
that trailer pitched that she was back to being a Jedi. That's where her journey's taken her.
But you understand what I'm trying to say? So in theory,
Mhm.
it would make sense that way. Be kind of interesting then to see who's the I forget what the fuck the titles are.
I'd
The
be
main
interested.
Jedi, who's Yoda, and then the secondary, the head of the council, which was
Mace.
Mace.
It's gonna be Mace if he has his way.
Well, no, but I'm just saying because most likely at this point it's probably between Ahsoka and Rey. So who's gonna
That
be who's gonna be
or-
the head of the Jedi? Who's gonna be head of the council?
They did allude at the end. This is probably a
Actually,
way.
they could even bring in the character from the video games because they're coming
Cal
out.
Estes?
They're coming out in a video game.
But that's also what 40 years removed because his video games in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
Yeah, so he's gonna
He's
be
human.
he's human, so he's 18, so he's gonna be like 60. Like most masters are roughly that age when you think
That's
about
fair. Won't be able to be the same actor though, which sucks.
it. It was.
It's the dude from Shameless.
I was just gonna say the guy from.
He would. There's no way he'd look 60.
I was
68.
gonna say Breaking Bad, but I'm like, wait, that's not right. The one with all the kids.
It'll be interesting to see what live action ones do survive because at least the universe we're being fed right now on Disney Plus is 25 years before the events of Force Awakens.
Correct, it's in between.
Yeah, and I want to say that not much time passed during that sequel trilogy because
I don't
8 immediately followed the events of 7,
Yeah.
and then
And
9
there had to be. They tried and say that there was
at least a little bit.
time between because that's when they were trying to say that Leia trained Rey.
Yeah,
And that was like the weirdest training Like that was it was so forced, and I get why they did it because that was like one of the biggest beefs in the thing, but it was just so fucking forced.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I get it, but like you really they fucked it up because they didn't have Lou Trainer. Like that was really the fucking end all be all, and then they had to they were plugging holes that entire fucking thing.
Well, JJ went back and tried to piece together what he had done.
Yeah. Because, like, they had to explain how fucking Leia somehow survived in outer space and flew back to the ship. Like, oh, Luke Train.
Yeah, they did that whole montage with their daughter.
It was like a fucking... It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
They also announced that Skeleton Crew will be coming by the end of this year, which is the Jude Law, Ryan, post Return of the Jedi thing. Not much information about that. And that in 2024 we'll get the Acolyte, which is pre-Phantom Menace stuff.
Is that the one about the Old Republic or whatever?
I think it's like 200 years before. I think it's part of the High Republic era.
High Republic, yeah. If I remember correctly, that is the Kathleen Kennedy special that no one's probably going to watch because if I remember correctly, it's literally just supposed to be talking about the Senate.
Probably. Well, that's kind of what Andor is.
It's going to be it's supposed to be like a drama type. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a drama type thing. Yeah. Not just like to me, it's I don't know.
And then Andor season 2 is coming out later, 2024.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know.
I'm excited for it. They put up a graphic that kind of showed the eras that they will be exploring. Obviously, the High Republic is kind of being explored through books right now.
I wish they would just go and just go more on the dark side. Like, we were constantly following the Jedi. Like, why not just fucking throw a curveball and
that is
follow
a problem.
The fucking dark side? Like, everything's on the fucking
all the dark era stuff is the gaps.
Yeah.
So like Revenge of the Sith, the Empire starts. Episode 4, we're gonna start taking down the Empire. Empire falls. Pick up on Force Awakens. A new order has come in. So like, what the fuck? Mando, I think, is doing a good job of kind of exploring that, of how the First Order is starting to form, as is the Bad Batch.
They're trying. I don't... The Bad Batch one, that one tried me. That whole fucking one-off episode.
You have to really care about the clones to care about
it's
Bad Batch.
Oh my god.
Because they're telling you, like...
forceful. I'm like, oh my god.
The entire season 2, essentially, is explaining to you that... Or this current season, which I think maybe is 3... this is what happened to the clones after they decided we're going to go with recruits.
I mean, it makes... I guess me being me is I don't understand why they would be... Because they're, like, testing on them, except... Like, I don't understand why they just want to use more as, like, cannon fodder.
Props to Star Wars...
clearly what they see them as.
For constantly taking one line of dialogue and stretching the fuck out of it to a story.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Obi-Wan told you back in 1979 that he fought alongside your father in the Clone Wars. 7 seasons of an animated show. Mm-hmm. There's a one line of dialogue which I could not... Jimmy's been watching me make me watch the movies again.
Yeah.
And we watched Revenge of the Sith. And Grievous, when he meets Anakin, they have an exchange where like they've never met each other.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Well, no, I just... It never clicked. And I'm listening. I'm like, there's no way. And then I go back and like there's an interview with Dave. And he's like, yeah, they've been on like the same ship and the same planets and stuff at the same time. But like if you notice when they're on Kamino... Obi-Wan chases down Grievous, and Anakin dealt with Asajj Ventress.
Yeah.
When they're on the fucking Maleficent, his ship, Anakin's on the lower deck, Grievous is on the top deck. So, like, they purposely, in all 7 seasons, kept Grievous and Anakin away because of that one dialogue.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I didn't care enough.
Yeah.
And then when I'm watching it for the 100th fucking time and I listen to the dialogue and I'm just saying it out because like now I'm just pretty much talking along with the movie and I go, wait a minute, they never fucking ever you just came out with 7, 8 seasons of Clone Wars and they never once crossed paths. And the interview with Dave was like, nope, George wrote it, that's the way I stuck to it. It's like, fuck, it is in good hands with him running shit.
Yeah, he's crazy. I love that.
His attention to detail is impressive, especially since like that whole 6th and 7th season was like, hey, let's go fix the plot holes that George made. Order 66. What? We're gonna show you that it's actually bred into them as clones.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I believe that. But hey, Star Wars stuff on the horizon. Mandalorian's final 2 episodes drop. 1 this week, 1 next week. So I'm sure we'll be talking about the finale in a couple weeks.
Are you traveling at all?
As far as I know right now, no.
All right, yeah, so a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm
you
home.
never know nowadays.
I think I'm home most of this month, and potentially next.
Okay.
They got a lot of internal stuff they want me working on, and some of the clients that they're trying to sign are just being
douches.
Yeah, you send something up the corporate ladder, and you know how long it takes. Anyway, that's kind of all the entertainment news I had. The Star Wars Celebration. We talked about how MLB The Show sucks dick, and we're starting a league that we may stream some of the games.
I have.
They're not going to be interesting because half of us can't
Just
play.
a lot of cursing.
A lot
A lot
I'm
of
not going to be on
king.
camera because we'll lose our entire account.
a lot.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Dude, I couldn't I got raped by the computer.
I'm
Just
hoping
like,
it's an Age of Empires thing, where like the AI is overcompensating because it's AI, and then I play a human and go, oh, I'm really not that bad.
Yeah,
I think
no,
if you play
games
like us, you're
against,
fine. But I feel like if you play Tyler, we're just gonna get fucking ruffle stumped.
yeah, I was gonna say games between like us probably be entertaining because it's all gonna be a shit show of like who's gonna fuck up slightly the least.
Yeah,
Where you play like Tyler or Ant.
and Ant's gonna fucking obliterate us.
They'll
Anyone
blow
who
us out.
actually plays this game religiously, or at least casually.
Yeah.
Do we know in our league if we're turning off some of that shit that I'm trying to work through? Like the fielding where it has the fucking gauge.
You can change those kind of settings on your own, I think.
Well, the question is, how is
Is
the
it
league
standard?
set up? Yeah.
Because like if I'm playing with just hit X and it throws at the first, that's a little fucked up. If you change the settings, right? You're playing with it with the simplistic type controls.
Yeah.
And I just forget to change it and leave it on this dynamic bullshit. That's gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Because like I can't get over the margin of like you don't hit that green. It's completely randomized.
Yeah.
I've hit the yellow, I've hit damn near close, and it's just all over the place. And then I've missed completely, whiffed it, strike down the middle.
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening? So like it doesn't even feel like there's rhyme or reason. And there's times that I've hit the fucking thing, hit the mark, and they hit like a home run, or they hit like
fielding or pitching.
That was pitching, right?
everything, or fielding. They just fucking whiff them. Like it's
my thing with the whole fielding thing is I get trained because of the fucking pitching, and then I just keep I'm like hitting X, and it's like no, you have to you only hit X once when you're out in the field.
Yes.
Which makes no fucking sense to me.
Or if you fucking hit it right, they pump before they throw.
Yeah.
Why? You should be pumping as I'm doing the fucking thing. I have hit the green, and he's pumping, and they just make it to first.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I hit it. You should have released the moment I hit it.
Yeah.
I don't
I hate it.
I have a lot of issues with the game, but I'll try.
No,
I also hate that the AI, every time I pop up into the field, they're there.
Yeah.
But if they pop into the field, Nick Castellanos is for some reason standing in the fucking center field and nowhere near the goddamn ball.
Damn right.
It's fucking irritating that, like, you watch the marker and it's like, why the fuck are you that far over if you're in right field? Type thing. Like, how do they know to position themselves better than my AI that should position its player before I get to the player?
Yeah, there is ways to change, like, a shift and stuff, I think.
I haven't even gotten to
I
the
need to
point.
turn that the fuck off then.
I haven't even gotten to the point where I can even control my people and
Not to mention,
run and steal.
the shift is illegal.
Is it?
Well,
They banned it this year.
It's not illegal.
It's not.
They
you can't
got some funky. No, what's called
do it. You can't pass second.
They have.
You can play right up on second.
No, they have it now where I forget what team's doing it. They have the guy, if they're doing the shift, the guy that plays left field lines up where the shortstop used to line up. The infielders all line up in their same positions, but that fielder that's over here, left field, lines up over here. And there's no one in left field. It doesn't break the rule as it's currently written.
I thought the rule was down the middle that you couldn't cross second base if you were on the one side.
Infielders.
Infielders only?
Yes, that's why I'm saying they're cheating. They're doing a workaround, and it's honestly 10 times worse for them because now
if you can pull it,
if you pull it there,
you
probably got a home run. Whereas before, you're probably just getting possibly a double maybe. But now it's just like you just gave up a home run if you hit if you could somehow miraculously, honestly, just doing a bump where you kind of like swing at it as well, and just
get it over the third baseman's head, you're good.
Yeah, you're fucking, you're golden, because there's not gonna, like, I don't even know who the fuck covers third at that point.
Also, I know for a fact that ever since we let Gene go to the Marlins, he sucks at third base. So as I was simulating this game today and playing it, he made every fucking catch in foul territory. He can't.
Yeah.
It's a fact. He cannot. He was a second baseman for most of his career. And you're going to tell me him starting at third today, he's just the fucking... I'm going to play the foul line. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, diving catches all over the place and shit.
They're going to look like he's like, just pretty much standing over there like, you're going to hit it, foul.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, again, batting is obviously fucking terrible. Like, I can't judge a pitch for shit. And then when I finally do, I'm all pumped. Like, boom, perfect. I'm like, yeah, pop out to left. Like, no, what?
Yeah, they're right there. They're standing right there waiting for it.
Yeah, every time I fucking get contact, it's like, I'll pop up.
Yeah.
Pop up.
I'm getting a little bit better at hitting. I still can't judge worth a shit of what's a ball. Like, I swing at everything.
Yeah, it's got to be like atrociously pitched for me to maybe know it's a ball.
I was gonna say, for me,
And even then, I still reflexively hit the button.
Pretty far out for me to.
See, I don't have these issues.
You
I
don't
just every time.
Yeah, sure.
You don't even
Sure.
play it.
No,
do you?
that's right.
I didn't
He did
think
the
so.
home run derby. That's all he did.
Well, I still,
I
like,
didn't do that.
I did the home run derby. I
I
guarantee.
won the home run derby.
They're throwing meatballs because, like, that's what they're supposed to do. Because usually, you in the actual home run derby, you pick your pitcher and they just pretty much lob it to you. But like, I felt like I had timing down on that. This is telling me I have no timing whatsoever.
That's how I feel. Like by the time I read the pitch, I'm like, oh shit, it is a strike. Swing too late. Like, damn it.
And that's like, one will tell me it's too late, the next one will be like too early. I'm like, it was the same fucking motion.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Like, they need to have like a tracker or something like that because everything looks like a strike.
Yeah.
And then they hit that bottom of the zone way too much for me to even fucking think that it's a ball.
Uh-huh. That's why I was wondering what the, like, again, playing the road to the show.
Yeah.
And you work on your stats and shit.
Is that when you first log in and they make you play the crazy shit, or is that like a mode?
No,
It's a mode.
I did do that too, but no, the mode, but like, if you watch a ball, you get plate vision, +1 or whatever, but what is that? Does that help you, or is that just if you simulate that player? You know what I mean? Like, does that increase
I think
anything?
it's if you simulate them.
Yeah, because, like, it doesn't, like, he
Doesn't give
pitches
you
and
any
it shows
perks.
green, so you know it's a strike, or, something.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any fucking perks.
No.
It's just if you simulate the game, or if they're looking at you based on stats, I think it gets you promoted quicker.
Yeah, but it doesn't help you do anything.
Nope. And also, fuck, in the road to the show, fuck the running the bases.
Yeah, no, that's been
That
fucking-
analog stick, and then the camera shifts on you, and all of a sudden you're turning around. I've been thrown out and getting base on running errors all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
It's and like I had a cut scene where the coach came and talked to me about running the bases, and it's like, fix your fucking controls.
Yeah.
It was an easy double, and you turned the camera and he went back to first.
My favorite still is like my speed's like a 40, because, you just started.
Yeah.
So I guess my thing. Well, go.
And they send the steal signal. Like, my freight train ass ain't fucking making it. And then you do it, and then they talk to you about stealing bases. Like,
Yeah.
What?
That too. Like, they call for stealing bases all the time, and it's an easy pickoff.
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why are you calling for a steal?
Yeah.
Like, at least make it close.
Yeah, and then the worst part is you lose stats off of it, too, because, like,
You didn't
fucked
do it.
up. And it's like, they told me to run.
Yeah.
I listened to my coach.
Yeah.
Fucker.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, my guy currently has like a 640 batting average, but he gets out so much because of base running.
Again, my batting average is like 0.1.
And I don't know why. So, like, what team are you playing for on the road to the show?
The Pirates AAA team or whatever. The fuck
Yeah,
it is.
so, like, I'm on the Reading Phils. And for whatever fucking reason, the two people in front of me, they have a batting average below 1. Like 0.067, shit like that. They're not moving them. So they're never on base. I'm not getting any RBIs.
Oh, yeah.
And they start every fucking inning with 2 outs. It's like, whoa, move me. Or move them. Like, give me a situation where, like, somebody's on the fucking bag.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I feel like when they give you, like, the bonuses you could do, they're setting you up for failure.
Yeah, there's some sort of algorithm in there like, yeah, you thought.
Yeah, you clicked the wrong one, failure.
Yeah.
And so I clicked the easiest one every time, which doesn't really give you shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not gonna fucking hit a home run to get like clear bases. No. But the next fucking one, I'll hit a home run.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid. The game's stupid, and I'm really not looking forward to the league whenever we start.
Yeah. Or it's annoying, like, I mean, I guess overall it doesn't matter if your team wins, but you kind of like, you just want your team to win. But, like, I finally get on base. I finally, like, again, my .1 batting average. I did it. I'm on base. Watch the next 2-3 guys after me just strike out and, like, well, you strand me? You fuckers?
Yeah, and, like, I had it one time.
Hey, you should be used to that in softball.
Yeah, too.
Lead off triple in the playoffs. I got stranded. Sorry.
Like, there was a time where at least a stretch of games that I played in that where the person behind me had the little fire symbol next to him. Every time he came up to fucking bat, whiffed it or popped out, and it's like, come on. It's like, come on. It's fucking irritating. Kind of like the Phillies pitching.
I knew exactly why you did what you did. All right.
The pitching is awful. Extend Strom, fire the rest of them.
Yes.
Strom has pitched 9 innings, no hits or no earned runs. Fucking sign him. This Nola bullshit where he wants a contract extension but can't go. What are they in the 5th?
7th.
All right, whatever. But he can't go fucking deep, and he lets up 4 fucking runs. Like, come on.
He's not a pitcher right now, though.
No, he started the game. He let up 4 fucking runs. Like, and you want $200 million?
Yes.
And years? Like, fuck off. You'd be lucky if I give you $1 million to just kind of hang out in the club.
Give you a bag of chips if you're lucky.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given him his ring until he fucking did something this year. Like, nah, you earn it later.
Like, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I don't understand why in the game everything is done for the base pads is using the analog stick.
The road to the show is the regular ones, the bumpers.
Which is so much more convenient.
Why can't you use X, square, triangle, and circle?
For throwing?
For everything. That's the fucking diamond.
You can't.
Granted, I'm talking PlayStation thing. I forget what the Xbox ones are.
A, B, Y, X.
But, like, that is the fucking diamond. I don't understand why they have to overcomplicate it when those are your fucking bases.
No, I think there's a setting you can do that when you're playing a game.
Oh, you can? Because that was driving me fucking
That's what
nuts.
triggers the fielding, but then it has the little mini game of, like, hey, let's see if you can hit the fucking green as the green's fucking moving.
You know what is, just real side note, like, because for Road to the Show, I decided to be a pitcher.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to be a part of things.
I bet you there's more to do as a pitcher.
I just
You only
wanted
have
to
to
be a part
play
of
one
things.
every fucking
Do you
6
hit?
games, right?
Yeah. I choose a secondary position, so I'm a pitcher and a catcher.
Wow.
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm a first baseman because I feel like that would have been the least amount of stuff, and it is.
Yeah.
You don't do much in the field.
Same with catcher. I did left field when I was playing 22.
Yeah.
Same deal. It was just every once in a while you had to catch a pop up. But anyway, they hit the ball back to you at the pitcher, and like Gibby was yelling about is that it's the bases, but you're facing this way. I almost fuck up that throw to first every time because I want to hit B instead of A.
Yep.
Because it's over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I fuck that up all the time. Throwing it to third and not fucking first.
Yep. But to your point, Gibby, that pre-game bullshit when you loaded it up, and it's like, hey, this is how I'm going to do the show.
It was like 10-0, I think, and I just turned it off.
No, I think it's before you even
I couldn't get out of the first inning.
I think it's before you get to that. It comes in with that really annoying narrator voice.
It did. I kind of
And
somewhat...
it's like, choose your settings on how you want to play the game. And you can practice each one. Like, there's one that's base running. You select the button you want for your runner and do them that way.
Yeah, I have no idea what my settings are.
Same with, like, batting.
Quite
I chose just
Does
swing
the thing
bat.
pop up as you're playing? Have you played it since you tried it?
No.
Never mind.
No.
I can't imagine. I don't understand.
I got whooped in the intro. Like, when I said it was like 10-1 or something.
Why'd you join the league?
And I was
like
just
it.
like, yeah, nah, I'm done.
Like, I don't understand how those guys
I'll
during
probably
the
play this weekend.
during the game-a-thon were doing the little tracker circle for batting. I can't tell if it's gonna hit the strike zone, let alone like where in the strike zone.
Oh, where they're moving the analog? I don't even fucking move that.
No.
Like, what's the fucking point?
I just swing. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
Just swing.
And then they tell you that, like, the light blue is supposed to indicate, like, where it's likely to hit, and red's, like, where it's not going to hit.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Against a computer, yes, but the problem is against a human, that's not going to be even remotely close.
I thought that was
I thought it was probability. Like, the blue is like the probable areas he's going to hit, and red is what he's missing.
So I guess me being me, I thought that was like your sweet zone.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
That's what I thought. The red was your sweet zone, and the blue is like you're not so good.
Really?
When I took it the other way, yeah, I thought it was the hitter area, but
Since when is red good?
well, that's where you hit the most.
So it's a hitting thing. It's not a pitching thing.
Correct. That's what we're saying. That's how I interpret it as well. It was a hitting. So
I thought it was a pitching thing of
where it's deep red. That's where you as a hitter. That's where you excel at hitting the ball. But again, because I'm taking it as you're hitting. Because why else? Why would it be showing you?
It's a probability thing because it's not showing you where he's throwing the pitches. I thought it was just it's showing you where he usually hits the pitch. Like a StatCast.
That's a great question. I took it the other way.
Put it this way. I don't move the goddamn stick.
I move it slightly up, slightly down based upon where I think it is, but I don't know if it's good or not. And, needless to say, I didn't do well.
I don't do well at all. And people who hit home runs that shouldn't be hitting home runs, and people who should be, like, on base all the time aren't on base.
Ims Quacky asked in a community forum for the show.
The fuck's this shit mean?
Yeah. Hello. Why are there red and blue inside the strike zone? Is it something the dev left in and forgot to take it out, or is it supposed to help you in some way?
Jesus Christ.
At least none of us said that.
Yeah.
J Kent's XBX said red is hot zone, blue is cold. Pitch to blue, swing at red. Then Ims Quacky said, "Oh, okay, thanks. I just maybe glossed over it when the game told what it was. Lol."
Is that there when you're pitching? I've never noticed it when you're pitching.
And then Buddy Hightower said, "Turn that beep off immediately."
So that's basically
Right.
it's basically saying that's where your hitter hits well.
Yeah, and it's there when you pitch.
It is?
I've never noticed when I've only noticed it when you're hitting.
I've noticed a vibration when I pitch. Like if I start moving the joystick there's a vibration. I just assumed that was the good area.
It could be. Could be.
Probably worst area.
Probably.
I was gonna say.
Idiot! Don't do it!
Yeah, I think the vibration is when you're getting close to like outside the strike zone. I think.
What? Any other fucking game, it's
What the fuck? Alright, you gotta do a death nut.
it's the map.
It's all over the fucking floor.
Any other game that vibrates when you're like close to finding the spot.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this game.
At least I think
that just means it's going against traditional gaming.
So it's
to
fucking with
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. I guess my only thing is how much has it changed from the last 6 MLB ones?
Well, they have a retro mode on there, which I tried. It just felt like it was the same gameplay without giving you any of the indicators. Like, good luck.
So, I mean, that would be sort of my question, because I would feel like... Yeah. It sucks.
Fuck that game.
Exactly.
And I guess it's time to go to gaming news with Gibby. Gibby. Gibbles and bits, gibbles and bits. I'm a little bird who loves gibbles and bits. Gibby.
Woo! So I got one news. It's not really gaming related per se.
I thought you were just gonna end on that. I got one news.
Perfect. Just one.
So, do you have HelloFresh?
I
Not
used
anymore.
to do it.
Well, technically, kind of, sort of, but not really anymore.
So HelloFresh is doing, I guess, a promo.
Okay. They always have their bullshit promos, but go on.
Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh, go on.
Is it like weird food you shouldn't eat?
So it's gonna be
Should
Zarg nut
Should I
bites.
open my HelloFresh app?
Okay.
It's gonna be crushed pretzels, salted cashews, sweet Thai chili sauce, and chocolate chips come together for a salty, crunchy snack with a bit of sweet heat. And they're also having mango milky fizz.
See, the Zarg nuts is what Drax is eating in Infinity War.
He eats them a lot.
Or is it Infinity War? Whatever one he said, I'm super slow and people can't see.
You can't see him as he's eating. Yeah, that's the only. I know where it's from, but I don't know which one it is. Yeah.
I think it's Infinity War.
I think it's just a Guardian of the Galaxy, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, no. Well, what's her face is in it, so it's not 1 because Mantis is in it. Because Mantis goes, "Hey Drax," and he goes, "Damn it," and walks away. Yeah. So it's got to be either 2 or somewhere in Infinity War. Oh, hey, the Sixers made it to the playoffs?
Oh,
yes, they did.
I thought they sucked.
They always make it to the wild card and then they lose.
Sounds about right.
I thought they made it like close to all the way.
No, we
Last year.
apparently just run our players out of town because they don't want to shoot the ball.
I heard he's not doing much in Brooklyn either. So.
So anyway, and then they have Mango Milky Fizz. This outer worldly drink features apricot jam, coconut milk, seltzer, and mango bites for bubbly and subtly sweet drink. Pairs nicely with Zarg nuts, apparently.
Sounds disgusting.
Spicy
So,
nuts?
They said it had a kick to it.
not this. The nuts did.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So
Spicy
one's
nuts?
supposed to be sweet, and the other one is heat, I guess. Sweet heat. Woohoo! I don't know. I don't know if you're getting them. Did you get it or do you have to select that you want this special promotion?
What do you
have
use
to
now?
Select it.
Don't you still use one, but not HelloFresh? Don't you use something else?
Yeah, I switched to a butcher box,
Oh.
which is just they send you a bunch of meat, and then you gotta fend for yourself for
The vegetable end of it.
For everything else, all right, that's cool.
So really, I just kind of Cheever goes to the store, buys shit, and then I eat it, and I tell him, "Oops,
You didn't tell me we ran out of ketchup!
Oh my god!
hey, we're out of ketchup."
Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
put it on the list. Thank you.
Yeah. Fucking dicks.
How do you run out of ketchup?
I don't eat ketchup.
You use it.
I was gonna say we run out of
I
ketchup
don't
at
think
my
I've
house.
ever ran out of ketchup.
And I'll tell you this: we run out of ketchup at my
You have a
house.
kid. I get it.
I'd have no idea.
You have a kid.
No, I
get
don't
that.
eat ketchup. Like
You
I
have a kid.
That is.
I
yeah.
use sriracha.
Who pretty
I
much
do
just
too.
it's
and
probably.
I bitch all the time because I'm on a fucking sriracha.
I'll add it to the list. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't even have any of that in my house.
I did sriracha.
Well, you can't do spicy
I
stuff.
love fucking
A1.
the red peppers flakes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I actually can't touch my hamburgers. Fucking.
You cook?
I grill.
Oh.
Grill. Calm the fuck down, motherfucker. Calm the fuck
Well, I
down.
mean,
We're learning new things about Gibby today.
I assume you have to prepare the meat. You just said she doesn't touch your burgers, so
Well,
you
the
probably
ones
have to make
for mine. Yeah,
your
my
burger, and then
her
you make
burger.
her
burger.
version.
Yeah, her fucking basic bitch shit.
That's actually almost what I thought he meant. Is actually he's just there playing with the meat. He makes the patty, and then hey, can you cook this?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I can see
Gibby
that.
just plays with the meat.
Kind of like how you hand a kid Play-Doh.
I put pepper in mine. I put the fucking the flakes in it, and I fucking sriracha. Oh, it's hot. It's delicious.
Like hot, or just has a little bit of a bite.
His poop hurts the next day hot.
I think it's nice. Ashley thinks it's a fucking volcano.
But like that's two extremes, right? Like
yeah. But then again,
one who doesn't eat it at all, and then you who
I had the death
ate a
nut,
death nut
which
like an idiot.
I didn't think the death nut was that bad. I just wasn't prepared for it. I just wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So again, two completely different ends of the spectrum.
Like, if I knew that's what I was getting myself into, I would have probably been fine with it. But I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So, yes, they're two completely different spectrums. But anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
He hit home run earlier.
Woo!
He did, which means he's done for the night.
Yeah, he's
but
done.
I got the notification, so I was happy.
Oh yeah, you have him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Arcade 1.
Oh.
Up. Arcade 1 up. I guess they're doing a 1981 special. So, they have Miss Pac-Man.
Okay. Oh, so it's a theme for a cabinet.
Galaga 88, Dig Dug 2, Mappy, Rally X, Rolling Thunder, Rompers, The Tower of
Terror?
Runga, King and Balloon.
What was the last one?
King and Balloon.
Gonna say the N word.
And good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. So.
Is that in one cabinet?
It says Arcade One's. It's. I think it's a.
Or all those cabinets are on sale?
They're on sale. Is what I'm understanding from it.
I'm not getting any more cabinets. I still have a cabinet I have to pick up that I purchased 2 years ago.
What cabinet?
I bought a cabinet from Cody that I worked with.
Your pie cabinet?
Yeah, it had a Raspberry Pi in it. I've never got it.
Oh my God.
I gave him the money for it. He's like, you just gotta come up with a truck. And I was like, I have a Challenger. And then I quit. So,
Well, now you have
I have a truck.
Now you have a truck.
But I don't go up there.
Just pull up and go, just load it in. I'll take care of the rest. Thank you. Next thing you know, like half the warehouse is in the back of your truck.
Yeah.
Probably, because they're trying to get rid of inventory like crazy up there, from what I heard.
Oh man. So there's that. In more cabinet news. Where the fuck's my other cabinet?
See, the only other cabinet that I'll let you look it up. The only other cabinet I'm interested in is potentially The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Get it. You need a Tekken one.
Thank you, JT. Sorry,
Double play.
Hashtag sign JT.
You need
that was 2 years ago. Let it go.
You need a Tekken one.
Fire. Cut JT.
Cut JT. Best catcher in minor league.
Woo!
Sorry.
Bring back Kutch.
But anyway, so
Like catcher.
in more cabinet news,
More cabinets.
in New York Museum is partnered with Nintendo.
Nintendo.
They're going to have a 20-foot Donkey Kong arcade game on exhibit.
Can you play it?
No.
Well, that's no fun.
America.
I'm gonna go with no. It's not the Please Touch Museum, it's New York.
I was just gonna say, I actually didn't even think of that. I'm assuming it's just on display.
And you're probably gonna walk in and it's just gonna be like a big
It's a
8-bit.
size video game. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about playing. That's actually a good point. I didn't even think of that.
And what's the point?
That's a great point. It'd be interesting. A lot of this is obviously coming out because of the stupid
movie?
that
Did you
I'm
see it?
surprised we didn't talk about. No, I didn't see
I
it.
enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I'll wait for that
What do you mean you have no
Garbage fire.
interest? You have a kid.
to show up in the.
It was not a garbage. It was actually
It was-
good.
My
I enjoyed
kid
it.
doesn't watch movies.
He doesn't watch like the Minions and shit like that.
You know what annoyed me the most? The fucking 40-year-old male to the left of me telling his 3-year-old, "That's Rainbow Road. Oh, that's something, like some small minor Easter egg he found." He told his fucking kid. I'm like, your kid has no fucking idea what the hell you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell Jimmy shit. Even though he came home and wanted to play all the Mario games all of a sudden. But I didn't tell, like, because there was a lot of Easter eggs in that. Like,
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah.
They named certain facilities in Brooklyn because they start off in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
After video games, like
Yeah.
Punch Out Pizzeria, and they had the Duck Hunt one. Like,
Yeah.
they had a bunch of different stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Paulina is her name.
Yeah.
Is the mayor of Brooklyn?
Yep. Well, she's the mayor of New Donk City.
Yeah.
New Dunk.
Also, on top of all of that, there was a billboard, like, you know how they paint it on the brick for the Nintendo's card game company.
The original.
The original, intention. Oh, just so many Easter eggs.
Easter.
On Toad's backpack,
Yeah.
the patches were all different things from Odyssey.
You can see that because he was pretty much geared up like he is in the Toad game.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not Captain Toad.
No, but
Which
he
would
had a
make me
lot of the
happy.
fucking gear on that.
Yeah.
He had.
In Mario's room, there was a book called The Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nice little nod there.
They were playing, was it Kid Icarus?
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting too. But I mean, interesting in the bad way of like we're not going to get a Kid Icarus cameo because he's a video game. It was a good movie. It's probably going to be on streaming real fucking fast. Like they already
that's
released the
probably where I'll go,
pre-orders, and it'll probably be on. It's Universal, so it's going to be on Peacock.
Yeah, so apparently it did. I think it was the 6th highest grossing for the weekend for
They cheated.
It came out on Wednesday.
gaming
Yeah.
movie.
They fucking cheated. They came out on a Wednesday rather than a normal Thursday. I got to AMC on Wednesday for my 2:30 showing, and the projector in the theater was broke. So they had to reschedule me for the 3:30 showing.
Okay.
It was interesting because like there's a lot of parents with kids there, which means they also ripped their kids out of school. And I'm standing like, well, fuck, he could have finished the fucking day. And I'm looking at the guy, and he's like, well, you got 3 tickets, so we're gonna have to push you to like Thursday. And I went, no, the mother's not here. You can return that one. And then I got into the next showing at 3:30, so I was happy.
The mother's not here.
No, we took one out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
About it.
So-
yeah, I was gonna refund that anyway, but like,
If you only have one spot, just watch the kid for a bit. I'll be back.
yeah, I'm seeing this movie. Like, I made the trip here. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I also feel like they should pay for the money I spent at the mall, because then I went over there to kill a half hour because I wasn't driving all the way home, and I spent like $70.
I've done that at fucking. We used to go to Lowe's.
Mhm.
So you go to the Cherry Hill Mall right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And that mall's not fucking cheap either.
No.
That mall fucking rapes you.
I went to the FYE store, and we pretty much, they had these little plushies there. And they had Sonic and Knuckles, and I was like, okay, that'd be cool for Jimmy and Wade. And then Jimmy's like, well, we gotta get Mommy a present. I'm like, yeah, she didn't get to see the movie, so go ahead and grab something. He grabs these fucking teacups that are just fucking expensive. And it was $70 later. I'm like, AMC owes me $70.
That's right,
right.
AMC.
This would not be fucking bought if I was in my... I'd be in a movie right now, eating popcorn, enjoying some Mario.
Yeah,
But the movie's pretty
$70
good.
popcorn instead.
I thought it was interesting that they didn't make Peach the damsel in distress.
Oh, they made Mario. Like,
Yeah,
it was...
Mario was the side character in the movie.
Oh, he was a little bitch.
Yeah.
I do think that it's related to the movie. John Leguizamo is protesting it because it's an all-white main cast. The only black character, well, the only person of color is Toad, and he's not doing his voice. He's doing the high-pitched fucking Toad voice. Seth Rogen still bothers me. Donkey Kong should not laugh like Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Also,
no, that's fair.
Did you hear the Black Jack is up for an Oscar
He is.
for his song Peaches?
It's a catchy song, and I have caught myself singing it randomly.
Just for the record, though, if they cast a black person to voice Donkey Kong, it would have been a different backlash. So
You're not wrong.
there's no way.
I was thinking the same thing, but I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to say
I'm
that.
guessing the joke here is that Seth Rogen laughs like a gorilla. Like, that's why they casted him as that.
Also, I'm swearily convinced that they gave Charlie Day Luigi's Mansion and said, base it off of this.
Oh, for sure.
Because all he knows, Luigi, just like it was from that game.
Who's Bowser's sidekick in that? What's his name? Karnak or something like that? Kazmarak? The wizard Koopa.
Oh, Kamek.
Kamek.
Yeah.
I swore up and down he was voiced by Bill Hader. He's voiced by the Broadway actor who plays the genie in Aladdin. He sounds like Bill Hader. And I'm just like, oh, okay, it's Bill Hader. Because, like, Cranky Kong's Fred Armisen. I'm like, okay, so there's a lot of SNL ties here. And I came back and looked, I'm like, that's not Bill Hader. But he sounded just like him. It's fucking crazy. But that Peaches song, super fucking catchy. And literally...
Hilarious.
Was it like...
I died.
If you wrote out the lyrics and there was 100 words, 90 of them are the word peaches.
Yeah.
So, kudos Jack Black for having a big fucking week.
Yeah.
Debuting in the Mario Brothers movie the same day he's on The Mandalorian. Boom! Him and Lizzo. That's all I got.
We're not going to get into that. We're not getting into that.
I didn't think it was a bad
It's 9
episode.
o'clock already. Shit! Alright.
You're welcome.
Jabba 4.
I'm gonna pre-order it.
Apparently it's going to be releasing news story content every 3 months.
So it's not completed, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
It's not completed.
I have mixed feelings.
So it's not completed. It's a simple yes or no question, Gibby. Is the game completed?
Cheever in the board meeting as the developers are pitching into it. It's like, so we're going to come out with content every 3 minutes, and Cheever's going, so you're not done. No. It's new story that progresses. No, you're not fucking
You're not
done.
done.
My thing is
You can't package the full game.
They don't associate or anything to it, but I'm wondering if this has something to do with the season pass.
Because it's not completed.
Well,
I go to my new boss at Microsoft and tell him we're releasing a game with 45% of a story.
Basically.
yeah. So
That's what
They're
it
gonna
is.
love it. They're gonna charge the shit out of us for
I
it.
mean, technically, then you can say WoW does the same thing.
Wow.
But to be fair,
WoW advertises themselves as that.
yeah,
But Blizzard,
If you
It's
buy
an it's an
Diablo,
ongoing
don't you
multi-
expect the full story at the launch?
yeah.
but they have already said that the season pass.
So
associated
you
with
mean to tell me if
I thought that would just be events.
so, Gibby? If I were to tell you,
Well,
there's-
again, I don't know, and that's what I'm fearful of. And they're not stating in here, and I don't know if they're specifically staying away from that topic or not.
I'd probably have backlash on the sales.
Yeah.
Because if you purchase a Diablo game, you're expecting the story A to Z.
You would expect,
Yes.
well, at least A to
You
a
would
certain
expect to be able to
point.
punch Diablo in the face by the end of your original gameplay.
I don't know
Yes.
if Diablo is the one you're going to be punching in the face.
You're punching
Oh,
that chick.
the-
I think it's going to be her. Or,
Female Diablo
Yes.
in the face.
But I was just saying for that, or you might do up to the predecessor, and then the expansion pack might be punching her. in
I
the
will
face.
lose my shit if I'm fighting a monk as my big baddie on the $70 game I bought.
I'm just
$100 because I'm gonna probably buy. Well, that's the season pass, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's
it's
where
not
you
complete.
run into the weird scenario here of because everybody keeps questioning exactly what do you get with the season pass. I already purchased season pass. Full disclosure.
You told us when the beta came out.
Yeah. So I don't know. The problem is you don't know, and they're being very cryptic about exactly what you get with the season pass and what the season pass.
Because the game's not completed.
Just tell us it's a $100 game. Just admit it.
Exactly.
Just tell us you need more time.
You have been impacted by inflation as well.
So I'm just saying it's interesting.
You all have homes in California you can't afford if the game is only $65.
I get it.
So
We get it. We live in New Jersey. We're close. We understand. But you also understand we can't give you $100 for this game if it's casual.
So we'll see where that goes. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. But like I said, I feel like they're being very cryptic about it and not necessarily saying
Because they're trying to get more money.
whether or not if it affects the season pass.
If I gotta give you $100 for this game, I gotta give up chocolate, damn it! I'll never be able to eat it again! Woo! It's the indigestion. Is that what happens? Because of the price you pay, your stomach just turns?
Sure.
I didn't catch the movie reference, but yes.
It's a him reference.
Oh, okay.
Basically, anyone who's a Blizzard diehard doesn't eat chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's me and Dan.
It's just somewhere in the blood.
But basically, you ask the people who
It's
actually
the common
play it,
denominator.
Yeah. We can't do it.
Yeah,
It's too hard.
and I get it. Like if they're milking you for money, you couldn't afford the chocolate.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You couldn't afford the cocoa bean.
Can't afford the milk. You don't have any milk left.
No,
That's right.
They took all the milk from you.
Just beer. Just beer.
piss water. And I know you're not drinking your gay beer.
Yeah, that's my beer. That's
Oh,
my
you're
beer.
just you're pill of the
I'm
drink. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I
I
forgot
really
that
want
I
to
didn't
see
have any,
you. I was hoping that because I knew last week you had a problem with beer because you said, "Oh, I can't find anything in here." I was really hoping
Well,
you came in
I
with a case of Bud Light.
No, pretty much from when I come here, I pretty much drink primarily Hogarden.
Yeah, but I was really hoping you came in with a case of Bud Light.
I was drinking Budweiser last night on stream.
Bud Light.
I can't.
You damn well know why I want you to have Bud Light.
I can't tell you the last time I actually had a Bud Light.
Making excuses, Kid Rock.
Well, okay, sure. I mean, probably last time we did a power hour because that's my go-to for the power hour.
Yo, bringing drunk tape back. I'm bringing it back so we all have to drink from those cans.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do it, yeah, because that's my go-to for the fucking power hour because I can't
So,
Camera's just gonna zoom right up in on that can.
because that's all I can fucking drink for fucking.
So what I'm hearing
Yeah.
is we're doing a power hour this Friday night.
We gotta wait until his bowling season's over.
Alright, you guys can go ahead.
This
No.
Saturday night.
It's only
I don't get him if your bowling season's still going.
It's only what 3
We got like 3 weeks left.
weeks. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Ew.
That's a holiday, isn't it? No. It's not, no. Really?
And I'll be
three
at
I
the
thought you
Memorial.
ran all the way to Memorial Day.
Shh, don't let him.
I won't tell him. You didn't hear me.
Don't tell.
Please, for the love of God.
That's what I thought it was.
I don't understand why you guys do bowling.
I think.
I understand what he does. That's all there was in Iowa.
Again,
He
I
brought it with him.
don't mind the idea of bowling. I don't understand why the fuck it's so, like. Why is it not split into like 2 or 3 seasons?
They have their raves in bowling alleys out there.
What?
Yes, and also in
What?
Iowa, it's cold that entire time. It makes sense.
They'll put a stage on the 3 middle lanes.
like
Let's go. We need to bring that to New Jersey.
see bowling leagues
Jersey has
are.
concert venues.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
that. I want. Oh my God, no. We're bringing raves to bowling alleys.
It was a Halloween night too, wasn't
It's
Yeah,
called
something like that.
fucking
But it-
Cosmic Bowling or something. But
No.
a fucking goddamn stage out there.
It's a
like,
fucking-
I want girls in cages dancing.
But no, see, bowling leagues are
Okay.
36 weeks long because in Iowa, winter's 50 weeks long. It just makes sense.
it? New Jersey used to be 36 weeks long. Now it's 2.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to do some kind of middle ground there.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see. Anyway, Steam games. Apparently, there's you can get games basically for $5, or you can get 3 for $10.
Anything good? I need a computer first.
So
Same.
dude, I'm sitting there last night. I ended the stream or whatever, and fucking Dan goes, "So, I need your help." I'm like, "What do you need help with?"
He needs one too.
Yes,
Just build it and multiply by 3.
Yeah. Send Dace
need
the
your
link
help.
for 2.
I need your help building me a computer. I'm like, oh my god.
His finally went, or his is going.
So-
Valheim? Is it Valheim? Please tell me it's Valheim.
No, it's Diablo 4. He could barely play the beta. Was the problem?
Oh.
So he goes, "Well, I need your help. Like, can I upgrade this thing, or do I have to get a new one?"
First and foremost, fuck you, because you're gonna make sure he has his computer for Diablo 4.
I thought
Had he not come to you with that request,
that's funny.
I'd be asking you in 2025, like, "Hey, you ever gonna build that computer for me?" Or should I be saying thank you to Dan? the Diablo 4 request is what's gonna expedite him doing research, putting together. All right, you 3 assholes can buy this. Frank, I'm sorry.
No, again, send the link today. Say quantity 2 for everything. He won't know what he's buying.
Exactly.
There's a power source there. Take it.
Yeah. So
I've started my collection.
He needs everything but a power source.
But anyway, I thought it was kind of crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody's coming to me for a computer built at this point. But anyway.
Mine's not a necessity, but like as we move to the next gen games, and I don't want to move the next gen games down here, I need a computer in my room because the laptop will it'll yeet itself at me if I try to put like an Elgato on it, and it goes, "What the fuck, bro?" Like,
Brah.
we struggle with StarCraft, not remastered.
Anyway, but yeah, you can get basically no games I've ever heard of besides My Industry.
I don't even know what that is.
Tacoma.
That's
and
a place
Ghostbuster
in
the game.
Oregon.
It's a racing game, but yeah.
Tacoma is a great show. Tacoma FD.
And there's called a Twilight Town, a cyberpunk day in life. I've never heard of.
Ooh.
Do you know what that is, or you just
Sounds like fun.
But then there's let's see, Beholgar, Osteoblasts, Startup Panic, Professor Lippo and his horrible pets.
That sounds like a kid's game.
Then I said Twilight Town, a cyberpunk in life, cyberpunk day in life. My Industry. My Industry is basically Are
you saying mind or mind?
Mindustry. It's a it's sort of like a
Is it
Sin
trivia
City
game?
type thing,
Okay.
but it's an industry, like a factory type thing.
Okay.
It's weird. Anyway, I've actually contemplated doing it, but I never have. Beautiful Desolation, Discolored, Ultimate Zombie Defense.
I have that on the Switch.
Or
It was dirt cheap.
Clock Eye, Insta Farmer, Garage Games, Triple Pack,
So this is all indie shit.
Tacoma, Hook,
Yeah, it sounds like
The
it.
Divine Invasion, and then Goosebumps the game.
That's not indie, but that's not.
The only ones
good.
I thought were interesting was obviously Tacoma. I recognized My Industry. I recognized because I've been constantly debating on it. But again, like you said, it's a pretty cheap game. Even if I wanted to buy it, I think it was like $6-7. And then the Goosebumps the game, which I never heard of, but I understand Goosebumps, so I was like, it might be kind of interesting.
I think it's based on the movie.
Yeah, so it's 1 for $5 or 3 for $10. I don't know.
Alright.
So buy 2 get 1, I guess. Boom.
Sounds
I don't
it.
know, whatever the fucking hell this stupid thing is.
Save $2 on Tacoma.
Yeah. So we're talking Nintendo.
Nintendo.
So they do their Nintendo Live thingy or whatever it is, right?
Direct?
The Direct. God. So
We've only covered Nintendo Directs for like the last 4 years.
yeah. So in November, so it's not going to be
November.
the next one's going to be the following one. It's going to be Nintendo Live in-person event.
Fuck you, E3.
I was actually kind of shocked by this one. So
November 2024.
so it's September. It's going to be
It's in September 2024.
September 2023 this year.
Okay, I thought you said November next year.
So I'm saying no, the next one, because the next one should be sometime
Yes,
in the summer.
Ron DeSantis accepts his presidential nomination.
Yeah, whatever. So sometime in September, or in the summer, should be the next Nintendo, I believe, because they do it every 3 months, right?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. So this should be like the second one coming up. It's going to be a live one. So I was kind of shocked on it. It's going to be in Seattle. If you guys want to attend the event.
E3!
I mean, I've
a
got nothing better to do. Let's
Big
go.
fuck you to the
So
E3
they're gonna-
conference.
They're saying there's going to be like tournaments there. It's almost going to be like PAX East almost to a certain extent.
It's E3.
Yeah.
They are taking its corpse and
they're gonna have-
revitalizing it
Yep.
in September.
There's
So
also
good.
going to be sort of like a live quote unquote event or whatever. So it's going to be like
Next thing you know, They'll have the Sony booth,
Yeah, exactly.
the Microsoft booth,
To where, so like where they're streaming it to a certain extent.
and they'll call it N3.
Yeah.
They're a fungus. They're devouring the body of E3 and sprouting in the fall.
So I thought it was interesting because I think this is the first one that is announced that they're actually going back to a live. I mean, well, first of all, they never had a live one.
Yeah.
But like, this is the first one that's trying to go back to a live thing.
But like, the interesting thing to me is I can see them doing one, but they're doing it after probably, I would say, arguably their biggest release this year, which is Zelda. It's coming out in what, June?
Yeah.
End of June. It's close to Diablo because
May.
Dan bitched about it.
May. I thought it was May.
Okay, that makes sense too because Diablo's beginning of June. Dan bitched that they were way too close.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're launching a live convention, you probably have a really big fucking story or big piece of news you want to do with that live. And this is just pure speculation.
New software. New hardware.
I was gonna say new Smash.
No, God, no.
What?
No. They will never do a new Smash. Not so,
Never say never, Ric Flair.
No.
Well, then your option is you're getting rid of the Switch and going somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a new system then.
That's a new system.
Has to be.
It's got to be something big because like Zelda's probably your biggest property right now, outside maybe a new Mario game, Mario Odyssey.
There is hints that there's a new Mario game or a remaster.
But I don't know if Mario would get the same pop.
Why would you do an event specifically for Mario?
And it's not an anniversary year for any of those type of games.
No.
The 35th anniversary already passed for Zelda
it's some
and
kind
Mario.
Of crazy Pokemon something.
But they're not Nintendo anymore, right? Well, I
they
mean, they get the exclusive
I think they
gaming,
got the exclusive rates to it though.
It wouldn't be Pokemon.
They
It
haven't
would
even
have to
announced
be
one for
something.
this
It
year,
would
right?
have to be something crazy though, even it was a Pokemon thing though.
Did you guys talk about? Aren't there rumors that they're coming out with a new console?
It might be that.
That'd be the only thing I could think of. Is it has to be.
It's got to be big to want to say, hey, I'm not going to do this on YouTube. Let's do it live so we get that crowd reaction.
What about bringing their older games?
Announcing
to the
that they
Switch?
have bought Steamboat Willie?
Who the fuck cares that they bring in the Switch?
So
I'm saying like your older NES games. Right, the biggest complaint right now is that Nintendo refuses to bring their IPs across generations.
Well, they do.
There's
They're
games.
online, don't they?
There's games that you just can't find or buy.
Are you talking about like the Wrecking Crew and shit like that? Like the original, like where Mario made his first fucking appearance?
No, just like even like so Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. The only way to play it right now
Is it a GameCube or
is on GameCube, right? Think
It's
about Kirby Air.
I don't think that's big enough to have a.
But I'm just saying, in theory though, like all these older games that we grew up playing, that's only exclusive to the N64.
I mean, in that idea, it'd be bringing the Pokemon stuff to the simulators.
Yeah.
Because that's, at least to me, that's the biggest complaint I can hear.
That would be the bigger, to me, that would be more bigger than their fucking.
And then on top of that, there's no way to transport any Gen 3 or up to the newer gens.
I don't think that would be
or
live worthy though.
They're selling to Microsoft.
Could be.
Like we already started it.
I have an
You heard it here first, folks.
I have
make sure,
news on
Alan,
that,
make sure you clip
so
it for me.
We'll get to it later. Anyway.
They already put their foot in the door by using their live. So, did you find something on there, Frank?
Vaguely, at least the first article I clicked from GameSpot. Evidently, there's a new report from Ampere Analysis.
It's all speculation, though.
It's
yeah. So the report went on to say next-gen Nintendo console will launch towards the end of 2024.
So the announcement could be September.
Oh, well, yeah, as I said, then that September would make perfect sense then, yeah.
There have been rumors of a more powerful Switch percolating for a long time now, but Nintendo's never confirmed this. Nintendo has, however, confirmed that it will launch a new console before the year 2100.
I agree. Good confirmation.
Unless
Thank
they
you.
sell to Microsoft, and then
Exactly.
it's the Nintendo Xbox Switch.
So, I don't know, man.
We'll go on to the next piece of news. More con action. QuakeCon.
How did that survive? But not. When's the last time you made a Quake game?
It's returning in 2023.
With a new Quake game?
an in-person event. So
What?
this is going to be the first one since the pandemic.
Mr. Producer, while he's going through his stories,
Yeah.
what can you see when the last Quake game is? Because last thing I remember is like Quake 3 on the Commodore 64.
It's gotta be
No.
ancient.
Quake,
There
there
was,
was
I
one in
remember the last time I played was on probably
2021.
Arena or whatever.
There was a Quake in 2021?
Well, let
Yeah.
me click.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Quake recently.
There's a bunch of, like, they constantly come out every once
Did
in
they
a
not
while.
call it Quake?
No, there's a game called Quake that came out August 19th, 2021 on all platforms.
Fuck out of here.
Published by Bethesda. So it's legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
That should be on Game Pass then. I'll go find it.
so apparently it's a BYOC.
Bring your own console.
Bring your own cunt.
Bring your own computer.
Oh.
So it's a
Pretty
LAN.
close. It's a LAN
LAN.
party.
Yo, let's go.
Bring your own cripple.
LAN party that QuakeCon is best known for.
Bring your own cucumber.
You need to pony up for a ticket, etc. Apparently,
Bring
we're doing
your own
away,
currency.
We're doing away with general admission, which I think is kind of interesting.
What?
So, in order to actually,
VIPs only for Quake.
so the only way you can attend it is you have to pre-order.
A
So
ticket?
basically, saying you can't purchase at the door. Is basically what they're saying.
Makes sense.
So
a lot
there's
of things
still
are
quote
running around
unquote.
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to just pre-order. Which makes
Resale.
sense to a certain degree because if you have to bring your own computer, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
I
I still want to do a LAN.
It's going to be in Texas, August 10th through 13th.
Let's go.
I would do a LAN if somebody would build our computers for us.
Right?
Well, it has to be a good LAN. What LAN are we playing?
Yours.
Not mine. I said what LAN? What LAN game are we playing?
Oh, clearly StarCraft 98.
Okay, so we need a bunch of laptops. Like it from
you
2000.
probably do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Find a way.
2000.
Like the whole concept
you
of a
wanna-
LAN party just blows my mind.
What game would you want to do?
I honestly don't even know.
Like, I am very limited in games that are capable for LAN.
So
Really?
the argument.
StarCraft.
Age of Empires.
2. These are all games that,
Civilizations.
like, didn't come into, what, 2000s? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, technically... Civ you can do.
Civ's too boring. Civ's too long.
It's the same thing as Age
Civ
of Empires.
takes too long.
It's
It takes the same amount of time.
No, it does not.
No, it's turn-based, so you got
Well,
a
it
lot more
depends.
downtime.
If you turn off turn-based,
No.
That's
Then
it's
play
all-
Age of Empires.
Wait,
Yeah.
you can turn off turn-based in Civ? I didn't even know you could do that.
I don't know if you can. I
Um,
think Cheever just says things and hopes
I-
you
He's trying to win the
in
argument.
Civ 5 you can.
Okay. They're simultaneous, but you have to wait for everybody to play their move before you go
And
to
if
the
you're
next turn.
playing with fucking idiots, that's on you.
We can't survive a game-a-thon.
Yeah.
And you want to sit in a LAN party playing Civ 5 or 6?
Dude, I would turn it. Oh my god, I would kill that. My first
I would
game,
do
my
Age
first
of
game of Civ
Empires.
took 8 hours. It was great.
I think Frank...
First what?
Can
Civ
you
game
do...
took 8 hours.
Frank, you do Age of Empires on your Chromebook?
A quick game for me.
Turn off the
Okay.
graphics? Like, get...
That was a quick
Turn it
game.
down?
I love it.
Maybe.
LAN party Age of Empires on your laptops,
You can
man.
do it, yeah.
I'm trying to fact-check Cheever right now.
What? They're simultaneous, but the problem is you need to wait for everybody to finish making their moves before it takes on to the
I have no desire to play Civ.
Everyone
Yeah.
takes 30 seconds. It
He
takes
did not
30
sell me
seconds.
on it.
Yeah. So there is...
I was drafted with Eric, okay?
Which,
Ah,
but
yeah,
but
that makes
simultaneous is standard for an online game though for Civ because otherwise it's gonna take you fucking forever.
But it's still turn-based.
it's still
though.
turn-based.
Yeah.
Your unit's gonna move so many things, but everybody can make all their moves at the same time.
Did he knock? Sorry.
Then once everybody finishes, then it goes, how the
the
fuck
cat
happened
out
to
of
the
his hand with the
score
ball.
up there? Alright, anyway.
I will LAN party if you've... I have 2 games.
So it's that.
So that's pretty much it.
I mean, technically, you can do Diablo. Any of the Diablos. You can LAN
You've
party.
ruined him for Diablo 2. So
Yeah, so we'll never touch that
3.
game again.
I've never played 2.
Go ahead, Chief. You're
don't
in.
play with him.
Good point.
Don't play it with him.
I
Don't
said
play
you're-
it with
you're
like an experienced crew.
You could probably do.
Unless you hate stories.
Grand Theft Auto. I would assume you should be able to LAN party.
5?
I
Not
can't
5.
see why you can't.
5 would be online.
It's
locked.
online only, but you could probably host your own server and be LAN through.
Well, then we
Your
LAN
server
on
yeah,
the
has all-
realms.
Like, I mean, like,
you can do Valhalla and probably do
Minecraft.
It's Valheim
We
and
can
no.
do Minecraft.
Minecraft. You can do.
is there really a point to having a LAN party when you can just do it over the internet and Discord?
No, I don't have to wear pants if people aren't here.
You don't have to wear pants at a LAN
But
party
again,
either.
if you want to play Age of Empires, you can do it online. Like it's a different atmosphere.
It's this weirdo that wants to be in the room with us.
I mean, you're just gonna smell like a bunch of shit the entire time.
That's what
no
Cheever
one
wants.
there actually fucking bathes, but normal shit.
It's us. We bait. We're your friends. Like, who are you landing with?
I'm just saying that's
Dan.
a normal land thing. Though. Like it's like it's not pleasant. Microsoft keeps pushing to get Activision deal done basically with another 10-year cloud gaming pact. So now they've done a deal with EE.
No idea.
It's a British.
It sounds like a European thing.
Yeah, it's a British.
European entertainment. Boom.
To bring their cloud gaming of all their Blizzard games to their services. Basically trying to win over the British market, I guess. I don't know if they're just planning on tackling it country by country. Like, I don't fucking get it, to be honest.
At this point, who the fuck cares? Like, just push it through.
Yeah.
From America's standpoint. If you want to hold it up in Europe, that's Europe's problem.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently it's Bosteroids.
Why are we listening to the United Kingdom and
GeForce
stuff like that
Now.
when they have a king?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. GeForce Now are apparently the 3 brands underneath it. So we'll see. I don't know if it actually changes anything, but it's kind of interesting, I guess, right?
Stupid. Just push it through. I've given up. You get more creative, Sony.
Yeah, and that's basically all I have for today.
Woo.
Like, at this point, the merger, it doesn't really even impact me because I have an Xbox. I don't use my PlayStation.
So the question here is, if you take a step,
I'm not
So you
giving it away.
switched.
Yeah.
You switched to the dark side.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll be going back very soon when Spider-Man comes out. It's just Sony did it with the PS4 as well. Like, there was no reason to switch over because everything was cross generation.
So the only thing I would say about the Blizzard Microsoft deal is I don't know. The real question is the IP worth anything though? I think World of Warcraft is basically spent.
Like, if you're gonna get new users, is what you're asking. Like,
Well,
by merging, you're gonna
just
expand.
thinking about like their thing, basically what they own. So you just take a step back and just think about it. WoW is basically a dead game at this point.
That's why you need a StarCraft
Right?
version of WoW.
It's pretty fucking well again, but then you're gonna spend massive amount of dollars into developing that. You're buying that IP specifically for that. It's going to be so you're spending a shit ton of money
Mm-hmm.
to then spend a shit ton of money to try and hope that you can make money, start making money off of it.
Isn't that their way? Didn't we talk about that with Halo?
What
Probably.
do you mean?
They put all that money on and released it on the Game Pass for the first month or whatever.
It's still on the Game Pass, but they spent on but they Halo was developed when they first originally created the Xbox, so that was like one of their main games.
Do you think they still use the same skeleton throughout the whole fucking thing?
Yes.
What do you mean, skeleton?
I didn't realize they were EA, where they just release Madden every time with different people in it.
You're talking Halo.
Yeah,
Halo gameplay, I don't think it's changed since the fucking.
I wouldn't know. I've never
Hasn't
played
changed since 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
it's
would
the
not
same
play it.
fucking thing. Jesus Christ, it's fucking online. It's literally the same fucking maps.
I
They literally won't
don't play
change
it.
the maps, which I don't understand that. Like,
Well, it makes
you
sense
play,
for saving costs.
you're playing the same fucking maps every fucking time. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
The only difference is you'll have quote unquote different guns, but they have modes where you can go back to the old fucking.
You press a button and it just like the polygon textures from
Well,
original Xbox
It's
age.
it
Like,
is
what?
fucking. Halo is the weirdest online community I've ever seen in my life. But that's
So
that's
how much
completely different.
was the deal for Microsoft buying Activision? Do you remember what it was?
I don't even fucking remember. I know-
$19 billion.
I was gonna say
It
it
was in the billion. If WWE got $9 billion to go with fucking where they're at, it's got to be higher than that.
So I said 19.
You're
I don't
right.
think it's that much.
Really? I guess the question comes down to is the markets and stuff in these games that Blizzard has. And then on the flip side, the market.
Oh, never mind. No, it said $70 billion, but they're buying it for Call of Duty.
Yeah. You forgot about Call of Duty?
Yeah, I'm thinking Blizzard the entire time.
But I still think there's money to be made in Blizzard.
Yeah.
I
can tell you right now, I think the money to be made out of Blizzard is whether or not Diablo 4 does well. And
that's fair.
Honestly, I'm holding out hope because I'm a Blizzard fanboy, but I really don't think it's going to do well.
I'm hoping they revitalize StarCraft.
But the game's not completed.
But the last... did you play...
They're going to get the season pass money.
Did you play all of StarCraft, though?
Yeah. I played through the 3 campaigns.
1, 2, and 3, and did you buy Ghost?
I bought Ghost, haven't played it yet.
You should finish Ghost and then come back to me.
Oh.
It was basically a farewell speech from the fucking the game creators.
That's because they knew they were selling.
Well, no, that was done.
I gave a farewell speech about the Gameathon. We damn well know there's going to be an 11 next year.
Like they basically said Entourage.
Speaking of which, we need to release that photo soon.
Yeah. So it's
Ric Flair retired 20 years ago, and he just had his last match over the summer.
Yeah. So it's. I question whether or not there's ever going to be another StarCraft. To be honest.
I mean, if Microsoft is buying them, there will be.
I mean,
There's no way they're not going to do anything with it. They're going to throw all the darts at the dartboard at once and hope something sticks.
Yeah,
it might not be quality.
I don't know. I question it.
It'll be like StarCraft Mobile.
My guess is they would probably try and do something with WoW. Because that's going to be the easiest cash cow that they could possibly do something on.
Well, yeah, because you could use the core of it and just keep coming out with seasons, right?
We'll just revamp it and then...
and they haven't done
it every other year. They come out with a new game. And
did they ever come out with like a remaster of the original Warcrafts?
Warcraft's what?
Like the version that's kind of like StarCraft?
Yeah, we did Warcraft 3 First Throne, Reign of Chaos.
Sure.
That's the one that's kind of like StarCraft, right? But with like the Warcraft races?
Yeah, that was the one right prior to...
when did that come out? Plus, they have an obscure
year of the pandemic.
They have an obscure backlog category too. Like for us, it begins at like StarCraft, Diablo, Warcraft, but they also have like a shit ton of arcade
Viking things.
Stuff.
They have a couple of them. They're just the racer game. But like I don't think the problem is no one knows them for that.
You're right, but they could probably leverage an IP and put the Microsoft stank on it. Mm-hmm. They don't have what's their racing IP? Forza.
Yeah, which is probably the
Is it as good as Gran Turismo?
Yeah.
Probably the biggest racing game out there.
Yeah.
Bigger than Gran Turismo?
Yes, by far. Wait,
I have no idea. I don't play either.
Gran Turismo is more NASCAR-ish.
It stomps Gran Turismo in the fucking dirt. Like,
again, I don't know. I don't play
either. Yeah, Forza is more like your
even,
Need for Speed, but on crack.
Well, they're more Formula 1 related, aren't they? Forza? Or am I just associated?
It's more street racing, I would say.
Which is Formula 1's kind of like that, where they basically turn a city into a racetrack. Because they did it to Montreal when I was
Yes. I would say yes. And then Gran Turismo is definitely more of an actual legit racing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in Forenza, you get to go from town. You get to go from place to place. It's like a big open world map, and you go from here to there.
It's the inspiration for like Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Exactly. Okay. It's much more like Need for Speed. Yeah.
I don't think would be the death of Blizzard. Your point, Call of Duty's going to get the most TLC.
That's obviously where the money's
and
at.
Activision owns a lot of the retro Sony characters, which is heartbreaking.
Well, they got that. They also have the Candy Crush, which I don't know if they would do anything with.
Dude, of course they are.
Just probably keep like the status quo.
I mean,
release a few more levels here and there. Keep the women happy.
Because you got to figure the three big brands of it is Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush.
Yeah.
That's probably the cash cow of Activision Blizzard right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea what else Activision even fucking makes, to be honest.
Crash.
But they're all a bunch of one-off, you know.
They revitalized that franchise. They did the Insane Trilogy. Next thing you know, you got Crash Bandicoot 4, and they're talking about a Crash Bandicoot 5.
Crash 5.
You got the Crash Smash Brothers thing coming out soon. Like, Crash just got, like, a breath of fresh air through their Activision.
Nice.
Don't know if Spyro will get the same treatment. They had Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, and I don't feel like they did much with him afterwards. He's appeared in Crash games. I'm sure he'll be a DLC for the Crash Bash or whatever they're calling it. So
they're doing a remake of Crash Bash?
It's their Smash Brothers thing. They're doing it with all their characters, which, pretty much 3. And then they're adding anything that's ever appeared in the system. I think it comes out this month or next month.
So we'll see. I just, it's obviously what everyone's worried about. I keep forgetting Call of Duty, because that will be problematic if you cut Call of Duty off to one system.
Or it's the revitalization of SOCOM! Yeah!
Right, SOCOM. I haven't made a SOCOM since PS3.
That studio's probably dead.
Yeah.
Same way when I looked in to see, hey,
SOCOM 3.
why haven't they come out with a Gex or a Jet Moto? All those studios are just dead.
Yeah.
And those IPs just linger out there in the middle of nowhere.
But, when you look at Blizzard, I don't know, if they actually get them,
I would kill for Jet Moto 2 to be remastered. Just throw that out there. You don't have to call it a Mountain Dew jet ski. You can call it Mellow Yellow. I'll slide with that. Jet Moto 2 was an amazing game. Have you played it, right?
Of course I have. Who hasn't played
And
Jet Moto?
I've tried to find a Jet Moto 2 equivalent. Like they have the Wave Racers for Nintendo Switch. It's nothing. It's not fair.
Yeah.
I miss Gex. Gex would be fantastic in this day and age. He would get to play with the MCU in his games. You remember Gex? The Gecko
thing, yeah.
He would jump into movie themed levels and shit like that, like the horror theme.
And he would dress up as a character.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be so cool right now.
So like Sora.
See, my
Disney
thing,
exclusive, but yes.
my thing with that is I feel like nowadays the movie producers would want so much money.
Parody.
Rights,
it's a parody. It's not Iron Man. It's Steel Man.
To answer your previous question, it looks like June 20th of this year is when Crash Team Rumble comes out.
Nice. And that's their attempt at Smash Brothers.
We'll play that in the next game.
That isn't happening. Wink, wink.
I don't exactly know what it is from any of this stuff. Because nothing really.
Gonna go in open beta for 6 months, then be offline for 2 years.
Yeah.
Multiverses Part 2.
It says it's 4v4 team-based competition where iconic heroes and villains of the Curse Universe battle to capture more
4v4.
What?
Wumpa.
So this isn't the Smash Brothers.
This
It's
was the only thing that would come.
Bash.
This is the only thing that came up when
Sounds like Apex.
when I searched for.
Was it like a point game?
Squat
Or
up, get the
point,
Wumpa fruit.
Get points.
It's just party
Control
games.
points.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a
was their
a
answer to
mix
Mario
between
Kart.
like Mario Party and.
Oh, okay then. He's right. It's Crash Bash.
Crash Bash.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
all I
trying
got.
beating that as a kid.
You said June 20th?
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll have a review for the finale. Not possible, because we're going to probably pre-tape the finale. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here tonight on the Dace Man Show as we count down to the final episode, which is like 10 weeks away.
2.
Physically,
2
10
shows
weeks
away. It's 2 shows away.
The number of shows you get between those 10 weeks or whatever,
In between 0 and 10.
it's a crapshoot.
Anywhere between 0 and
Give
10.
me what you got going on.
I stream every Monday. Sometimes it's Minecraft for maybe an hour, and then we go to Valhalla because everybody ditches me. Or sometimes it's straight fucking Minecraft.
You got ditched for the first time last night.
Yo, you left, which was fine. I didn't care. But then fucking Frank rage quit. I won't lie. That was the
Aaron
funniest.
took all his shit, though.
I blame
I'm
Alan.
pretty sure he fucking did. But, like, I would not be surprised.
So instead of it being destroyed, Aaron's currently holding on to it?
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
One of two things happened. There is a chance that I died, and the TNT blew up my shit. But the fact is, I couldn't find one piece. Like, I'm over there, like, you'd think at least your boots survived.
Something would have survived.
Yeah. One fucking thing.
Easily.
Nothing. None of it. It was all gone.
So it was picked up.
And also, the reason I didn't have a totem is because Alan popped my totem earlier.
I feel like he popped my totem too when I was just standing there.
Probably.
He's a fucking problem child.
You can't go
I thought I
AFK
was
around
bad.
him.
Huh?
You all thought I was bad.
You're bad because you'll destroy months of work.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson to set boundaries.
He just irritates you in for a 5-minute span. You go, oh, I set your house on fire. Which I get. I used to be that guy.
That's right.
To be fair, I haven't done that in 2 years.
I haven't done it since we started this realm because now I have stake in the realm.
Yeah, I'm afraid if I go out on a limb, like, I will never be able to do anything ever again.
No,
That's right.
you wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I would stop paying for the realm.
You're gone.
But it's just, this is the first Monday. If you have we have
funny. It was interesting.
6 days to plan what we're doing next Monday.
That's right.
And I will be there. Labor.
Well, no, I thought we were working on the what's called, but then we got hung up on whether or not we're lowering it, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. And then I just did my own thing. But then again, you guys watched me play Valhalla, and I died to the Queen a billion fucking times.
I don't know what that means.
It's the last boss in the game, and we couldn't fucking beat her. We couldn't fucking beat her. It's like we just gave up. We threw in the fucking towel.
I think I made this comment before. I am a one grinder type game person.
That's fair.
Minecraft is that game. I'm not gonna get into anything else. If I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna go do whatever needs to be done in Minecraft.
Yeah, devoted to the game you've already devoted time to, not go pour 100 hours into something else.
Well, you don't need to put 100 hours in this. Well, yeah.
You gotta do a lot of fucking work to actually live.
It's a grind. Yeah, it's a grind, and
it's not
just to redo what I did in Minecraft with better graphics.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do there. Whether you're just trying to beat the game or you're trying to.
Wouldn't that be the point?
Do like Minecraft and start building a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but you can't build like the same cool.
You can't build anything near like you can to build Minecraft.
Right.
No, it's more of just trying to beat the game. Like I said, we can't. Me and Dan we fought the fucking Queen, the last boss, for fucking probably an hour and a half. We couldn't fucking beat her.
So was the Queen something added to the game? Like, was that the recent addition that Dan got excited about a while ago?
Yeah, that was the last expansion.
Okay.
And then
So you're gonna beat that and then have nothing to do there.
Yes.
So basically, you're gonna beat that, and then you start farming up for waiting for the next what's it called. I'll probably farm up for because the next one's supposed to be in Ashlands, so it's gonna be the northernmost point in the continent. So that should be the next phase that releases. So you're basically gonna just farm up and get whatever you need, and then when the next one releases, then you create a whole new server, and then you have to then quick run through all the bosses again. But it should be a lot easier. Well, it depends on how you play, whether or not you start all over fresh or if you just keep all your gear, because you can go server to server with all your gear, and then just smash through all the bosses real quick, and then just do the last area.
Alright. You're not gonna sell me that.
I mean, it's a game where you play for, a month or so, beat all the content, and then you just you have the option to farm up for 2 weeks, and then just stop playing it until the next content drops, or you can. Now,
if I had a secondary game where I'm going to do that, I should, in theory, do it with Dreamlight Valley.
I was gonna say, and then the problem is you do all that, you get to the dead point, you stop, then you just never go back to it because. Yeah, Dreamlight Valley.
Well, again, I get that. But it's basically how I play the game. Because I beat it, and then I was waiting for the Mistlands drop. The Mistlands dropped, and then I kind of purposely waited because I thought maybe we would all play together. Now you guys aren't really. Doesn't seem like you guys are as interested, so that's why me and Dan decided to try and beat the Queen.
Don't let these guys not play if I'm not. Don't base it on me.
Well, your problem is getting to the whole magic part isn't until you get to the Mistlands. It is a little slow.
I don't think that's gonna hook me.
It's a little hack and slash. I don't know. It's honestly, the magic part is actually kind of neat into the game because you can summon things. You can it's sort of like Diablo-esque to a certain extent, but in first person.
All right. Well, I'll do it when you get there, and then you can give me the stuff.
Yeah, you could do it that way as well, but it's a little. It is a little interesting. You can be a fire mage, you can be a necro, or you can be. I forget it's arcane or ice.
Arcane fire.
There are the three specs currently. So.
All right, Frank, what you got going on?
Yeah, stuff with Gibby.
Stuff.
It took forever. I lost it.
Any idea what we're doing tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
I have no idea.
Okay. Dreamer.
So.
Got anything going on?
No.
Okay. Personally, I'm toying around what life after the Dace Man Show looks like. But other than that, nothing. Just we're going to do the same stuff until June.
Put down the blade. Put down the blade.
I'll probably just I don't know, find a show that airs on Tuesday and get used to it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us this week on the Dace Man Show. So for the few,
for my chickens,
with Brown
and that whale,
and for the Dace Tag Team, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And remember, basement dwellers, stick to the protocol. What's up, basement dwellers? I hope you enjoyed the latest Basement Protocol Productions creation. I'm Chris the Dace Man Dace.
I'm Frank.
and we want to drop some social media plugs on you. Check us out on Twitter at the BPP Official for all our tweeting needs, or you can go over to Instagram at the BPP Official as well for all our picture needs.
Or Facebook/Basement Protocol Productions, or YouTube/Basement Protocol Productions.
And if you're somebody who likes live, non-stop action content, you can go over to twitch.tv/Basement Protocol.
Or if you just like the internet in general, you can go to www.basementprotocolproductions.com. Either way you do it, doesn't matter. We'll see you next time.